Welcome aboard. If you're watching this video, then let me be the first to say, congratulations! You've recently been enrolled in a Revelo's UAV class. And this is your first official day of class.
Can I make a UAV now?
No. You've got a lot to learn before you're ready to make a UAV. As you can see on this graph. You are now enrolled in a very complex classroom, but it didn't get that way overnight, because the doors close at 3:05. The story of UAV class is a story of one man's hard work, perseverance, vision, determination, and sweat. But mostly, his sweat.
Can I make a UAV now?
No. Now listen carefully. You can't build a UAV without knowing about the hand-launched and belly UAV.
A what and a what?
Allow me to explain. Hand-launched UAVs are small drones of around 20 pounds in weight that are launched by being thrown into the air.
You throw the drone?
Yes, contrarily to what you might believe about hand-launched UAVs. They are launched by hand. Belly-launched UAVs, on the other hand, lift off from and land on their bellies. Who would have guessed? Here are some examples. Here, you can see a model of the Camcopter S100, a micro UAV under 20 pounds that is launched from its belly, as seen in the model. The pegs keep the Camcopter from falling over while maintaining balance for takeoff. What is it used for, I hear you ask? Well, my oh-so-vigilant viewers, it is used to record events. See, this particular UAV was named Camcopter because, surprise surprise, it has a camera. Neat, right? Now the Camcopter is used for filming, recreation, scouting potential bombing sites, and other everyday activities. To keep up with today's demanding customers, no expense has been spared to acquire all the latest achievements in UAV technology. First off, what is a medium UAV catapult?
Well, a medium UAV catapult, or more specific, a medium UAV, according to this table over here, weighs between 21 to 55 pounds based on its takeoff weight and its actual weight, and its normal operating altitude is less than 3,500 feet when it's up in the air.
So, why is it called a catapult?
Well, the reason why these specific medium UAVs are called catapults are because they need a contraption, such as this one, that's shaped like a catapult to launch it into the air. Now, before it is launched, the medium UAV is attached to a latch that would usually be all the way on this end over here. Now, when activated, this catapult, the latch with the medium UAV on top of it will go from one end to the other end, and once it reaches that end, the latch will automatically release the medium UAV, and the medium UAV will be sent flying into the air.
Could you give us an example of this type of UAV?
Why, certainly. An example of this type of medium UAV is the Swiss Ranger drone. Now, as you see here, the Swiss Ranger drone is utilized by actually two countries, Switzerland and Finland. Did you know the device that helps it launch is actually a hydraulic catapult? There are different catapults, but more specifically, a hydraulic catapult utilized here is mainly operated through machineries. There are other catapults that are not. Now, continuing on, the Swiss Ranger drone is utilized for aiding police in their work, for gathering intelligence, ground attacks, surface attacks, and other government operations that are approved by the respective air forces of Switzerland and Finland.
What is its designation code?
I'm glad you asked. The designation code to this type of vehicle is the NMQM-95 Ranger, which means that it is a special test ground-launched target drone UAV-95 Ranger in that specific order.
Why was it made?
Oh, well, like any new baby, it was born before June 1999, but around June 1999, the Swiss Air Force decided to give these newly built aerial vehicles to their trainees who just completed successfully their military exercise by the Swift Air Force, who gave them it.
What is a medium UAV with net and runway landing?
Well, I'm glad you asked. A medium UAV with net and runway landing are actually UAVs that requires runways, aerial runways, or non-military aerial runways to ascend from the ground, ascend from the ground to the air. Any other question?
Could you give us an example of this type of UAV?
Well, an example of this type of fantastic medium UAV is the MQ-9 Reaper. The MQ-9 Reaper was, was created by the U.S. Air Force. Is mainly used for reconnaissance, gathering information, surface attacks, aerial attacks, ground assaults, and also other government operations approved by the U.S. Air Force. Next question. Is there a next question? Okay.
What is its designation code?
Well, its designation code is JMGM-9 Reaper, which means that it is a temporary mobile surface attack UAV-9 Reaper. Sorry, excuse me. It actually means temporary mobile surface attack UAV-9 Reaper. Moving on.
Why was it made?
Well, like anything born into this universe, the DoD, the Department of Defense, wanted to expand their military contingencies overseas. So they created the MQ-9 Reaper along with other aerial vehicles, unmanned aerial vehicles. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great and nice day. What do you reckon is a large UAV?
Well, it's in the name itself, a large unmanned aerial vehicle which consists of no driver. They can be used for transport, warfare, reconnaissance, and weather tethering.
Do you know any particular ones?
Yes, indeed. One of them is the RQ-4 Global Hawk, which should be right here. The RQ-4 Global Hawk is a high-altitude, long-endurance, remotely piloted aircraft with an integrated sensor suite that provides global all-weather, day or night intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance (ISR) capability. Global Hawk's mission is to provide a broad spectrum of ISR collection capability to support joint combatant forces in worldwide peacetime, contingency, and wartime operations. Sounds sweet, doesn't it?
What about the designation code?
The designation code I selected is NMQ-1A Hawk, which means UAV Bomber Multi-Mission.
What was it made for?
This type of drone is made to be used when it is too risky of a mission.
What about a paved runway?
A runway is a defined rectangular area on a land aerodrome prepared for landing and takeoff of aircraft. Runways may be made from asphalt concrete or natural surface like grass and dirt.
Runs on these runways?
Just about every large UAV, so that includes the previous drone we talked about, the RQ-4 Global Hawk, and a different vehicle which is called the Sea Avenger. That's right, the Sea Avenger. Sometimes found in 124 Con Street.
What was the Sea Avenger used for?
It's a high-speed multi-mission Avenger. Is a long-endurance, medium to high-altitude, remotely piloted aircraft system that can perform wide-area surveillance, time-sensitive strike missions over land or sea, and a host of other challenging military missions. The aircraft has much higher operational and transit speeds than current Predator series aircraft, resulting in quick response and rapid repositioning for improved mission flexibility and survivability.
Okay, I have the designation code.
The designation code selected is NAVA Avenger, NAAVA Avenger, which stands for Special Test, Permanent, Ground Attack, Air, and Stealth.